Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody had a lovely Easter, stayed out of mischief. So there was quite a few accidents over Easter here in Queensland. So sometimes it's just so sad when a lot of things happen on public holidays. So hopefully you were careful on the roads, because a lot of the accidents were on the roads and on the sea. Anyway, I hope you all stayed safe. Let's put it that way. Now, a couple of things to go through with you. Now, we are Monday the 21st of April. A couple of more days and it's my son's birthday and my aunt's 80th birthday. Come up quick, don't they? So a couple of things to go through with you. Now, you've heard me talk about the virtual workshop. So it's a scrapbooking workshop. Purchase for the workshop. Good morning, Lynn. How are you going? Yeah, I had a nice quiet one. I've been trying to get this mess behind me cleaned up. And Paul cooked a lovely roast pork for dinner last night. So, yeah, it was really nice. So, the workshop, the virtual workshop, is the 17th to the 19th of July. So, put those dates in your calendar. Okay? Now, on the 28th of May, you can purchase the kit. So that's how it will come. You'll get a kit for all the workshops, and that will be $435 Australian. Yeah, I'm good. Good. Hi, Marlene. How are you? Hope you both had a happy Easter. So we were just talking about the 3-day virtual workshop. So it is from the 17th, to the 19th of July. You can purchase your kit from May the 28th. So put those in your diary. I've got a little flea thing floating around. So put them in the diary. 28th of May, you can buy your kit. And the workshop is the 17th to the 19th of July. Now, it's 6 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. Excuse me. But I think that's American time. So I've just got to take a sip. I think that's American time. And I've got to, because it'll be in a Facebook group. Didn't do that very clear. So I need to get more information on that, whether we can just go in the Facebook page and do it as our leisure sort of thing, that we don't have to do it all at once. And I don't relish getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I can tell you. I had enough of that when I was working. So that's our virtual workshop. Now, I have a card class, which is be next Saturday. So that's 6 cards for $40. If you want it posted out, then it's an extra $10, because that's what it cost me to post. So, excuse me, I don't know what's happening here. So we're going to do the secret garden again. So it's actually called a shutter card, and I think it's been called other things as well as it goes down the line. People rename them. So, and I hope I can remember how to do it too. I did it the other day. So we'll come down to the desk. Hi, Daryl. How you going? Hope you all had a happy Easter. So we'll come down to the craft desk. All right, here we go. So I've written myself some notes, so hopefully I can read them. This is the card we're going to make. So it's using our secret gardens, and it opens up and it shows. Now I didn't get that quite centre. The aim is you get that quite centred, and then when you open it, it goes like that. So a nice card, something different. So, and we've got our flower on the front, and I've also used our textured notes dies. So, lovely card. And I was going to come on yesterday and do it, and then I thought, oh no, it's Easter Sunday. Interesting card it is, Daryl. So I was going to come on yesterday and do it, and then I thought, oh, Easter Sunday people will be having family meals and barbecues and all that sort of thing. So that's why I changed it to this morning. So we'll get sorted with some of our... Oh, I don't know why that's got... Must have put something on it. I'll get another piece. Just bear with me a moment in all this mess. So I'm using Flirty Flamingo. So we're using Flirty Flamingo. I don't know why my voice is like it is. I don't know why that's got stain on it. Oh well. It'll come in use for something, so we'll cut our card. So now I got this from I can't remember her name. You're not a chocolate lover? Oh, I've been diabetic, yeah. So I've got my little notes here. So our card base is 5.5 by 8.5. I think I'm going to have to put a new blade in shortly. So 8.5. All right, then I'm going to score it at 2 1/8. Please excuse my voice, I've got croaky one. I must have been snoring last night. So we want 2 1/8. So R2, and then the next bigger line after that is R1/8. So we'll score that. I'll find out the lady's name that I got this from. I just had it up a while ago and I closed it. So we're going to fold. Yeah, I like my chips too, Daryl. So I'm going to fold it on that 2 1/8. Make sure it's nice and sharp, and make sure that the ends meet. Now, rather than score it again, I'm going to line this up along that line. So make that nice and sharp as well. So then we've got this. So this is then our card base. So that is 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 2 1/8. So now I've already cut the front panels. So I'm using the pink flowers. So they will go on the front like that. So they'll go there. Then we want to cut out, it's the 4th. The big one's the 5th and the smaller one's the 4th. So we want a white piece that goes in there. So we'll cut that out and put that aside. And I did have just a little play with my new machine. It is pretty DSP. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to put this one in here. So in my mini. I'll roll that through. What are you doing? Okay. There's our number 1. And look how pretty that is. Can you see the scoring around the edge? So that's one piece. Pop this back. Now, I might have to get a white piece. See, I've been cleaning up. I need a new one. So I've been packing up all my jewellery stuff. So far I've got 8 boxes. And that hasn't even touched the sides. So I'll just put this back up here a minute. I could use my other one, but at the moment I've got stuff everywhere. So I need to cut a piece of white. So we'll put it at 3 inches. I've just sent Paul down the chemist for my tablets that I'd run out. So yesterday, the pair of us had to go to the doctor's, get scripts. So, put that on there. Put that on there. And there's a white piece which will have our and once again we got an etching on it. Pretty. So that's for our sentiment. And put that away. I've been labelling everything too. So all the cardstock that I put in the back there on the shelves where I took out the jewellery stuff, I've put in my cardstock. So, and I bought some new holders for it as well. Okay. So that's for our front. Now we've got the 2 inside flaps. So they are 4 by 3.5. So I'll put that, we'll get those. These are made of the so what did I just say? 3.5. Oh, not going to do it. No. So I might be able to get it out of here. We'll try, hey. If not, I have to get another piece. I need 2 of those flaps. I don't think I'll get it out of here. I might get 1 if I'm lucky. Take a piece off there so that it's straight. So I want 3.5. by 4. Yep, I'm going to have to get another piece because this isn't going to do it. So that's one. Deeks has left his biscuits on the floor. I keep trading in them. Yep, I think I'm going to have to put a new blade in. So I did that 4. Yep. By 3.5. Okay. So we're going to score this about half an inch. Sounds like Paul's back. So half an inch there. And that was on the 4-inch side. Yep. Now, how come? That's 4 inches. So I should have done it that way. Which won't see it, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's done. So let's just get some of this together. So we're going to put these on. These outer pieces. I left this out. I shouldn't have done. So I want the flowers going up. Oops, get it out. Once again, the pink flowers going up. So get them as even as you can. So that's that one. And that will go on there eventually. Now I want cardstock centerpiece. I want 5.5 by 2 3/4. That's the DSP. So where's me? So we'll do this in this pink again. Quite pretty. I'm not too keen on the B side, but the dotty one is quite nice. Put this away. So now we need a piece, which is 5.5. So 5.5 by 2 3/4. So we've got that piece. Then we need a white piece, which is 5.5 by 3. Now I cut that wrong. Three inches by 5.5. That looks better. This will now go on to I thought you were talking about the paper there when I first looked at it, Daryl. And that isn't right. I think I've got the measurements wrong way around, but we'll sort that out. Okay, so now we'll do our flower. Now I've got to find the flower. This is what you get when you last minute. campaign. Going for a walkabout. I've got to here to save messing around with. I'll just use 2. No, I've got 3. There you go. There's our flower done. So I have my little jar or little thingamajig, and I put things in that I've got too much of, and then they end up going to a larger sort of card. So I'm just going to measure this. So that was 3. White was 3. On the DPS goes on the front. Okay, so I just need to I had it the wrong way around. So good job I've got something to look at, isn't it? So just take a smidgen off. So I was trying to put it the other way. So what we do with that now is we glue this on. Now, they won't be alive at 10:30 tomorrow, but I'll probably do one in the afternoon. I've actually been asked to go out for lunch to a friend's place. So, with the chatter ladies. And I haven't been. They keep asking me to go on a Tuesday. So this is the second largest for a circle, and that is out of Stylish Shapes. So it's the second largest. So I'm going to put that here, on here, and we're going to roll that through. So try and get it roughly about halfway. Doesn't matter if it's a bit higher. Just try and get it sort of equal, eyeballing it. And we'll put that through. So keep that piece. And this piece is for our front piece. Just pop our flower together. My memory can't be that bad if I can remember these things, sort of. Now, see here, you've got an opening. So you pop that in there. This is a slightly different flower to the other one. And then we can pop that in there. So I'll glue that together. We'll just put that there like that. Daryl, I've just had breakfast and you are making me hungry again, talking about these scones. And then we'll put this one in the bottom there. I think the other is nicer, the full flower. But we're just going to pop that on there like that. And then that will go on the front here like that. So now we've got so that's our card. These are our flaps. That's our centerpiece. Now I'm going to take these and I'm going to do our sentiment and then we're going to stick it on there. So what do we want for a sentiment? What about just hello? I love this one too. It's beautiful. See, I haven't even started this one. Haven't put it back together. I'll do that. I'll get a block. Now, does everybody seen how this is done? So when you get your red rubber stamps and you've got these that go on the back, so just doggy or whatever you call it there and take the whole thing out. Put that on your block. Take those off. And there's always a shape. I never get them dead straight. Always end up with a bit hanging over the one side. No, it's not too bad this time. So I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo. See how that turns out. I'll stamp it on another piece just to see how. Might have to go a bit darker. Yep. That's not too bad, is it? Not the first one I smudged that. There we go. So we're going to take our white piece here. And somewhere just above halfway mark, I'm going to do a heart hello. Quite juicy, this one. Gotten everywhere. So then we're going to attach this to here. Put it the right way up. And then get it as centered as you can. Okay. This will now go on here. So it won't go all the way over because that has to open up like that. So what we'll do is we'll put dimensionals on the back. Now they're small ones. Just checking. Now you don't want these to show. That's all right. We don't want them to show when you open the card. Okay. And Tanya, thank you for that suggestion. And Ray, she said about a texter. like a black one, a Sharpie. And Tanya said about a highlighter, which is really cool because you don't have to do the touch test. You've got them all done. All these little things you find out about. Little tidbits. Okay, so that's our right way up. That isn't dead straight. There we go. Get a little bit there. Just poke those down. Okay. Now our flower, which we'll put some Winkazella on it, make it pretty. So when it dries, it won't be all streaky like this. So can you see that, the sparkle? Oh, there you just got it. See that? Just love this when it sparkles. Then I'm going to get a couple of glue dots. I could put it on with dimensionals, but I think the glue dots will hide it better. one didn't want to come off. Still stuck on my nail. Okay, so we're going to put this on. It's got to just see the hello. Okay, so we've done that. So now this goes in here. So we have to make a little mark. So we make a little mark on the inside of the so it's 2 1/8. So from the score line there, we're going to measure. Let me get a pencil. So it's that one after the 2, the next biggest one. So the top and the bottom of our card, it is pretty, isn't it? So we've got that marked. Now this part, I'm doing well for remembering at the moment, I can tell you that. So this will then sit in the middle. So that is 3. So we want a pencil mark at 1.5. Just a little bit. And 1.5 again. So just a little tiny. That will then sit in there. Okay. Now we will take our flaps and we're going to fold them on that score line. Make sure they're well finished down. So this is two, two, 1.5 is 1 3/4 there. There. And do the same on this one. 2. Okay. I've got to remember how you do this. I'm going to score it. That's not right. How did I do it? That's right. So it scored from that dot to that dot. And then that dot to that dot. So then it gives you like that. So that dot to that dot. And then that dot to that dot. Now we're going to, you can draw a line. So that's our piece, and this is going from that corner that's it. So we're going from, which is my 4-inch side. So that's my 4-inch side, right. So I'm going from that middle bit to that corner. And then from the middle piece to that corner. And we're doing the same again on this side. And the same again. Just getting the middle mark. Then I'm going to take, you can do this on your scoreboard if you want. Oops, went a bit off the line there. So till you get them like that. I'm going to do the same on this one again. So from that corner up to that middle spot. So there's our flaps. So we've got our little dots here. So we have to line those up. So then I'm going to take that circle that we had, see? And I'm going to stamp a sentiment on that circle. What about best birthday wishes? I thought I'd use this, but obviously I didn't. Mind you, things have been a bit of a flap at the moment. So I think that's the one we want. So we just need to find our piece here. Make a dog ear on either side of it. Take it off. That's in my thoughts. Doesn't matter, we can still we'll just put this one on it anyway. We'll do that, then we'll get the right one. Oh, let's try again. Dog ear in there. Put put that down. Take them off. And best happy birthday wishes. So if you look at the shape and the shape of this, you can get it roughly about right. As I said, I usually end up with one part which is better than the other. So I'm going to take our floating flamingo and get it roughly about in the middle. There we go. All right, now with this piece, we're going to put some dimensionals along the bottom. Doesn't matter which way you go, but just don't put any on the top at the moment. So what we have to do is we'll put 3 along the bottom, and you want them as close to the edge as you can get. Then we'll take those off. Right. So remember we had this little black dot here with pencil. We have this little dot here on our card. So we're going to measure those up, and we're going to put it right on the edge. Okay. Then our flaps. So our flaps are going to sit in here like this. So then when it opens and closes, it moves. So we're going to just put some glue on there. Use whichever glue you want. When I was doing it the other day, I found this to be the best. So I'm going to flip this under here and try and get it so that way it closes. Take that off. And then fold that down. Then we're going to take this other one and we're going to do the same thing with this one. And this is the reason why we don't put the top of this on. So you want to try and get them pretty well level. So that will close. Okay, now we're going to take our best birthday wishes. Oops, wrong way. Try and get rid of those pencil marks. Now we're going to put that, so we can lift that up and we can put this in the middle like that. So I'm just going to put some glue there. And as I said, while making these cards up, how great this how great it's versatile. Draw down a bit more. This set is so. I mean, you can see I've made cards, different cards with it. I'm going to take some dimensionals. I probably should have put them on before. Okay, so that's still in place. So your main thing is getting it all lined up. That one's right. Maybe come out a bit more. have to take a bit off there on the point. That one should be underneath. There we go. So it was in the wrong position. So as I say, you've just got to get the right position for them. Just waiting for it to just grab. So while that's just settling down, let's have a look what we're going to do with gems. Now, I got these the other day. Aren't they gorgeous? I just love them. Actually, a brighter pink. And then we've got these pink ones, which Berry Burst, Bubble Bat, Fresh Freesia and White are those. And these, I just love these. Have you seen them? They're purple and blue. Two-tone sparkle gems. And we've got these ones. Starburst sequins. So let me know in the comment which ones you think will go with our card today. It's still not stuck down properly. With the glue, you need time for it to sit on it. Okay, so 1, 2 or 3. Let me know in the comments which ones you think should be our gems today. So I didn't do too bad about you've ordered the two-tone sparkle gems. That must be these, number 1. Oh, there's Sunny Day Iridescent. Adhesive backs, sequins, purple, and starburst sequins. So we've got 1, 2 or 3. Which one do you think we should? Oh, hi, Ray. How you going? Two, two. Our thing isn't opening here for some reason. I don't know what's going on here. That has to... That has to bend. That's why it's not coming out. We'll try again, hey? Two. Two's have it. So that's... So, number 2, which was these ones. So, still not. No, it's stuck. So, we'll put on... wasn't ready. After I spoke to you, Lorraine, well, as you know, my aunt rang from the UK. So it was nearly midnight by the time I got to sleep, or got to even lie down to go to sleep. I tried to ring my aunt earlier, but she'd gone off. So, and she saw my message, so she rang me. And I never call her aunt. It's always just Catherine. And it's her 80th birthday on Tuesday. So I think those lighter ones are a lot better than... They would have been too dark. So we'll get some wing Costello. That's one thing I'd like to do, Daryl. I reckon that would be awesome, going to Alaska. I think I might have to start saving my pennies up. I'm obviously not going to... win lotto. So just making sure this all closed. So there we have it. Like a peekaboo card, isn't it? So that's the one we've made today. You can put a belly band on it if you want to. And this was the one that I made the other night. Now what's that doing? That one's come undone too. Go. I got this tape from Officeworks, but I don't think it's working real well. That was what that was stuck with, was tape. And it's come apart. You have to really let it set. So that was the one that I made as a then I had that bit there to hide. Thank you. I'm going to trim that down. I'll do it afterwards with small pair of scissors, I think. Just need to trim that little bit off there. This is just the one I keep now for how to do it. It's got my measurements on the back and that. And I'll put my piece of paper with everything on in with that, so I know what it is. So this one's got to flatten down a bit. But other than that, that's our card for today. So you can see the shimmer, hopefully, on. Thank you, Marlene. Yeah, if you like entertainment. Yeah, I think I'd rather go to the country and actually and then go from there and look around. You did a short cruise, Lynn? Yeah, my sister and mother do them all the time. Brian goes back to back to New Zealand, usually Christmas time. So Christmas and New Year, now the kids are older, they do that. They go Christmas, New Year, and put my little rose quartz there to hold it down. So there's our 2 cards today. So I won't be on tomorrow morning, if you didn't hear me earlier. The chatter group that I used to organise from work are having a brunch at one of the ladies' houses, her place, and I haven't been to one of those meetings, the chatter group, in quite a while. So my medical appointments seem to have been coming on a Tuesday. So I will do one in the afternoon. I'm not sure what time, But when I get back home, I'll put it up. It's no good me putting it up to say I'll do it at 2:00 and I'm not back by 2. So I'll do it when I get home. All right. So there you go. I'll come back up the top. I am. Yeah, that's a pretty good cruise, Daryl. Been a while to Fiji, is it somewhere, the Solomon Islands. And I think that's enough to start off with. Yeah, there you go. The only thing going, if you're going by yourself, Daryl, is it's dearer just by going one in a cabin. It's cheaper if you do like a couples or 2 people like Lorraine did on this last one with Rose. So I know I've looked at doing with my sister goes. I was going to sneak in with them, but it was too dear for just one person, so I didn't bother. But if you like, I mean, I like my own company anyway, so. Yeah, with the window and the balcony, that's what my sister and mother usually do. And once you've done a few, you get specials too. So that might be worthwhile. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and watching me with my shutter card. I said that's got to glue down, so I'm just putting that on there because it takes a while to stick sometimes with this on parts like that where you've got to open them. So hope everybody has a wonderful day. I'm going to go off now and check if the post office is open, and also Paul and I have to do a couple of things. So you always have a balcony. Yeah, so does my sister and my brother. All right, well, you take care. Thank you so much for watching me. You all have a good day and happy whatever's left of Easter. Enjoy. And as I say, I'll see you tomorrow, probably around 2ish or something like that, maybe a bit later, I don't know. But I'll put it up in plenty of time. And I'm going to be starting a new sequence. Okay, take care. Bye.